and we are standing on the terrace. This beautiful background view. Yeah, let's tell them what we're doing next.
On our way here, our first flight was fine. Got to the layover, and the layover wasn't really that short. It's supposed to be an hour layover, but honestly, anything less than 2 hour layover seems just like you're pretty much getting on the next flight. And we stood and waited at the wrong gate for the whole hour of our layover until we got up to the boarding pass lady, and she said this is the wrong line.
Well, no, first she scanned our tickets, and it was like beep, beep, beep.
So we read the one above ours on the thing, and it had the same departure time. So we were actually in H33 and we were standing at K70. So it was an 11-minute walk to our actual boarding area, and it was boarding time and it was last call. So we were like sprint walking the whole airport to get to our plane in time, and we were the last people on.
No, first they read our ticket and they were like, oh, like from Naples. Like I think they assumed our flight arrived late, but really like we just messed up.
Yeah. So we got,
sorry for them thinking that our previous flight was...
Yeah, we got in there, and then at that point we had to check our carry-on baggage because the flight was full at that point, which Clarissa hates doing. And
you hate it too? What are you talking about?
I dislike it, but every time we've had to go on a layover flight, we've had to do it.
That's true, and I think it just makes you nervous because there's always that, because it's a layover, there's like that extra step of them taking the stuff off and putting it on a shuttle to put on the next plane, and that just freaks me out that's when it's gonna happen, when something's gonna go wrong. But I wasn't as nervous just because I knew it was going right in because we were the last ones on, like you said.
Yeah,
so
and to get here from the airport would have been a 55-minute public transit, and it probably would have been about €3 each of us minimum. And Uber's here, I don't know how they make money. I was doing the math in the car. It was €12.80 to get for a 28-minute car ride from here to the airport, which would have taken us double the time and paid almost the exact same. So I really don't know how it's worth it to be an Uber here, but it's fantastic for us, obviously. And even little Ubers here, like the host said that if there's a really steep hill, because it's very hilly here, almost like San Francisco, but less.
And like cobblestone.
If it's very hot, they'll literally take an Uber up the hill for €2 or €3, which seems ridiculous to me, but that's just how cheap it is here. So I don't know how they stay in business, but it works for us.
Let's just compare, like if we did a 40-minute ride in Toronto, that would be, or half an hour, let's say from Toronto to like where we live, would be how much? Because we've done that before for like a concert.
30?
Yeah, minimum.
Around $30 plus tip and stuff. So
crazy.
That was 15. So yeah, now we're gonna go try and find some food at like a cafe or a restaurant type thing, and maybe grab some groceries to make an inside dinner tonight, one or the other. And then we're gonna go see two districts, or a district and then a popular street here, which has all the bars and the clubs and the cafes and stuff like that. It's a very popping off place.
We're so excited, and I'm hungry, and we have sunscreen everywhere because we don't want to be burnt.
And it's the nicest weather. It's finally actual nice weather, and we'll catch up with you when we get some food. So this place had a 4.4 with 1,500 reviews, and it is so cheap. We'll show you the menu when we get inside, and I'll show you what we got. We just finished up lunch at Merendiera, and honestly, for value for money, like 9 out of 10.
I was gonna say 10 out of 10. I don't see what the 9 would be for. What can they improve on? You said value.
The soup was interesting. I don't know if I loved it. Okay, so you get, I showed you the menu. You get $6. You get pretty much a 3-course meal with 2 drinks technically, an espresso shot and a drink. And so the sandwich, I couldn't get the ham and cheese, so I got the pulled pork, which was really good, honestly. Good amount of pork in it. The bread was good. Clarissa approved it. And then I used my excess bread, because there's always excess bread in a bun like that, in my soup.
It's a Portuguese bun.
As soup bread. So that was good too. And then the soup was interesting, but good. It was good in its place. It was almost like diner, European Nona diner kind of stuff like that, which is very different for me, but it was good. And then the rice pudding, which I was really iffy about because I thought it was going to be super bland and almost just tasting like rice mushed up. And it had a cinnamon heart on the top of it. And I mixed the cinnamon in, and it was literally delicious. It tasted like vanilla pudding with cinnamon in it with a little bit of texture. It was honestly one of the highlights of the meal. I think I would rank the rice pudding, sandwich, then soup for me, and the sandwich was still really good, so that just goes to show how good the rice pudding was, and I was super surprised by that. It exceeded expectations, and for $6, it was crazy how much you actually get there. I don't know how they're making money.
I liked my sandwich. I thought it was good. And what did I get in it? It's just sausage.
She got sausages.
Which it was not bad, but yeah, Kieran definitely had more meat in his. And then the rice pudding, I don't normally like rice pudding, but I really liked this one because Kieran recommended to mix the cinnamon, which I also love cinnamon, but it has grown on me in certain foods, so I mixed it in. It tasted really good. The soup I enjoyed, and I thought mine had a decent amount of meat in it as I kept eating it, so it had spinach, sausage, and the broth was potato.
Potatoey cauliflower.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then I got water and the espresso. I'm not a huge bitter coffee drinker.
It was a very dark espresso.
But it is what it is, so I just chucked that back. So I would give it a 10 out of 10, to be honest. I thought for value, and I enjoyed every part.
Yeah, we didn't want to waste a sweetener on the espresso, so we just chugged it, which is fine. And now
that's what espresso is. Everyone does that.
Yeah, we're going to go explore the area around here now. So we just left building/walkway with really cool lighting and shadows. So I got Cliff to take some pictures of me there, which maybe I'll throw one up on the screen. And we're just going to keep walking down the coast. Hopefully we're trying to get to the water side, which is over there. I think you can walk down right beside the water, which would be nicer. So we're going to try and get towards that way.
Market as we were walking down the street of Lisbon, and we stopped by a little like chocolate shop, except the price was kind of high for what we kind of wanted, so we kept on walking and we found this butter tart place instead that had a long line, so we obviously thought, okay, let's go get in line and try it. So it looks like they only have one flavor. I don't know how this works, but we're gonna try one. And
it's only $1 for one.
Yeah, it's only $1, so it makes it way more worth it already.
Yeah, the other place is a skinny little piece of chocolate for like $3, so we said no to that because that was half our lunch. Yeah. And this is the Time Out Market. I think it's famous because I saw it online.
Can we get one? Here? Sure. Thank you.
Pretty good.
It's nice and warm on the inside.
And crunchy on the outside. The cinnamon really makes a big difference. It adds that contrast again. I know why they offer it now. It's just so good.
10 out of 10 for taste. I really like that.
I don't like butter tarts. I think it's just like a waste of food. But that was really good for what it is.
1 kilo?
1 kilo of strawberry and half a kilo of cherry.
Yes. Where are you going?
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God.
These are so sweet and fresh. This is delicious. Coastline, fruits and fruit. Don't worry kids, this guy's safe and funny. Always listen to what is said and painted on cars. Look at this little doggo's loyalty. This guy hasn't looked back once and he's never left his side. Looks like we're gonna cave early and come to Popolo for dinner. It's a pizzeria and it's kind of a play on joke that we had Popolo's pizza in Rome and we hated it. So we're gonna see if they can.
Hate it.
Okay, Kieran hated it.
Kieran hated it. I thought it was fine, and I still really want pizza because my craving will never die for it.
So let's go.
we've just been seated at the restaurant that Kieran just filmed a little clip of outside. I just gotta say that I really dig the color palette, like scheme they have going on inside. It's so, I don't even know how to describe it, like a little disco-y, like it's retro almost as well. Retro. It's baby pink and black and some polka dots as their theme, and I love it. If I had a restaurant, this is exactly how I would do it.
The aprons are pink, like the waitress' aprons.
And they're polka dots.
Sorry, sorry, not pink. I meant polka dots. Yeah, they're polka dots.
So we ordered some drinks.
I just asked for
a mixed drink,
a rum and Diet Coke type of drink. So she brought me a can of Pepsi Max, and then what looked like, maybe 2 shots, a shot and a half. I don't know, a light pour. And I think it's like €8, and you can get a bottle of wine for €8, so that's kind of tough. I
got a pina colada, which I wasn't gonna drink at all, but I saw the menu and I was like, kind of feeling the Long Island iced tea. And then I saw her come out with margaritas, which looked like pina coladas, because at the place I serve, we serve them in the tall stem glasses. So it just like triggered that taste in my mouth of like coconut slush, and I really wanted it. So
I think it's also the sitting outside. I think that helps with the drink ordering.
Yeah, and I was telling Kieran, like I felt like dehydrated and just my body's really achy, and I just wanted to sit, and like this is kind of just what I feel.
Alcohol will definitely hydrate you kids.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Thank you so much. I got the pizza with pineapple, shrimp, tuna. So there's a good amount of meat on here. I'm very happy with this. Tomato sauce and cheese, mozzarella cheese.
That's probably the leanest meat you've had all trip. Tuna and shrimp. God. Tuna and shrimp is literally so like macro. You even get.
Going all day?
Is it good?
Yeah. Show me what you got.
I just got shrimp and it looks like jalapenos, which is cool. That's all.
Cheers to our first night in Lisbon.
Coffee, caramel cheesecake, and chocolate hazelnut.
Can I get a piccolo one as well? Yeah. And can I get the cheese? Oh, not that one. This one? Yeah, the hazelnut. And the macadamia?
Macadamia, canduia and caramel.
Yeah. We are back from dinner and dessert, and we stopped at the grocery store on the way home, and we just wanted to give you guys a recap of our ratings for the food we had tonight before we watch a movie, go to bed.
My shrimp pizza, super light crust. It was thin like they usually are here, or in Europe I guess, but it was also this light feeling. But I enjoyed the pizza. I thought it was like an 8.5, pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was very light cheese, just shrimp, lean meat. I like the basil was good too actually on it. So yeah, I enjoyed my meal. It was nice and light, so didn't feel stuffed and stuff like after that.
I would give mine an 8. I liked that it was seafood that I had on pizza, which I've never had before ever.
And pineapple.
And pineapple. It was quite a mixture, but I enjoyed it. Other than, of course, it was a little bit too thin of a crust for me, but I can't really get away from that, it seems, that we've been on this trip. As far as we've been.
You don't hate it that much because you want pizza every single day. And you know what you're gonna get. I was just craving something cold and gelato, pretty much. Like it's the only thing you can really get cold around here. It seems like that's why they have gelato here. It goes pizzeria, gelato. It seems like they just go together so well. You get the salty hot pizza, and then you go and get cold gelato afterwards. It just seems like a good pairing. So I guess that's why it's so popular here. So we went to a place again with 1,500 reviews, very good. It was very old school arcadey inside. It almost looked like a kid's playground with like very block Tetris-y. We showed you clips. I got a small, which is piccolo, and it was not that small. It was a small cone, but he slapped the ice
Scoop
cream
on there.
there,
Scoops.
and then he just kind of like pushes it back up so it fits on. So I got coffee, hazelnut, and salted or caramel cheesecake. All three were really good, and I thought they complemented each other really nice. So I enjoyed it. We probably didn't need to go get gelato, but I thought it was really good. I would give that 8.5, 9. That was it was really good gelato.
Right,
Honestly, all the gelatos were even good, but the one that was super bougie, it was too much for me. That one was really good, and the guy was cool. He seemed like a nice guy, so I enjoy when the waiter's nice. And our waitress at the restaurant was nice too.
She understood English, and it obviously makes it easier for us, as well as she just got everything right. Like food wise, drink wise. We asked for a pitcher of water. It was easy translated for her.
Was your drink good?
Oh yeah, my drink was pretty good. It was more alcohol-y than like creamy coconutty, which I feel like people think that's a good thing, but I wanted to taste more creamy, I think. So I don't know. I guess it was like a good. It was like an 8 out of 10.
What about your gelato?
My gelato, what flavors did I get? I got hazelnut, salted caramel, and macadamia. And honestly, I ate that so fast, I couldn't even tell you. Like, I kind of mixed all the flavors together. It tasted pretty good, but I don't like I asked for, like, they asked if you want whipped cream, and Kieran didn't get any, and I probably should have just done the same, because their whipped cream wasn't like a machine or anything. It was just like, it looked like a Cool Whip, like,
it's real whipped cream. They actually whip
I know,
it.
but it didn't taste that, like, good. I don't know. So I could have done without, and cone size was fine. I don't know. I just really like the ice cream we had in Rome. I would think with the chocolate in the bottom just really tasted.
That's the one that was too much for me. Yeah, so again, unnecessarily, we went to the grocery store.
Not necessarily. We wouldn't find this stuff in Canada.
I got this because I can't get it in Canada. Clarissa wanted to have a couple drinks tonight. So this is Sumo in orange flavor. That's why it's in a green bottle. This is a mini, I wanted to try a cereal, but this is a cool little, I could just try it and not have to get a big box and then do nothing with it and throw it out after. And it was 50% off. So this is Lion, I've never had it, from Nestle. We split the Oreos. So these are strawberry cheesecake Oreos for us to share, because I've never had these. I don't even know the last time I've had a real Oreo.
I don't like normal Oreos. I don't not like them, I'll eat them, but they're not my first cookie choice. So I think this one, like, they had multiple different flavors to choose from, which they don't have.
They had some kind of fudge double stuff, which I think would be my second choice. And then we had strawberry
cookies and cream. They had a cookies and cream one.
And then this is the best dessert I've been looking forward to this whole trip. Clarissa always wants chocolate and I always want candy, and no one's had good candy. So this is like your Dollarama store kind of full pack that you get from Bulk Barn. This is like the gummy kind. They had the sugar coated one and the gummy one, and it was a tough choice for me sitting in the candy shop, in the grocery store in the candy aisle. But the sugar dusted ones only came in a really big bag, and I thought that was kind of excessive. So this is, you got your colas, the Bigfoots, everything I need's in this bag, so that's good. And then what did you grab for yourself?
I got the Pingo. Okay, well, the grocery store is called Pingo Dos.
Doce?
But there's no accent on the E, so it's just be Dos.
Dos?
I don't know. But I don't know if it's like, I also have no idea what's in here. It feels like they might be yogurt covered, but then maybe they're just white chocolate.
I think it's white chocolate because the macros are pretty awful, so I think it's not yogurt. The yogurt cover would be cool though.
And then I got the Milka chocolate in the Dame partnership.
We love a collab. Just in general for companies. Supreme, Nike, stuff like that. Ghost supplements, Welch's, or
like, we've tried all those.
We haven't. I've tried some of those.
But we appreciate the collabs.
I like collabs. Comme des Garçons, yes. Converse. Yes. You know that collab. That's all. Yeah, it's not true to life at all, but really just have a nice skyline over the water, all the lights, and then we have our terrace right there, which we're gonna go sit on. I've already set up the table in the corner for us so that we can just have a nice view for the rest of the night.
morning from our second day in Portugal. So we are currently at the bus stop to ride the tram, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I really want to get a coaster with one on it, but I didn't think it made much sense since we haven't ridden one yet, but we will right now in like 10 minutes maybe. We stopped at a little coffee shop to see if they had coffee before we start our day, and they only had like really small takeaway cups, so we're crossing our fingers that once we get into town, like where Sintra is, that there'll be some larger established companies that will have bigger options for coffee. And so that's where we're going, and then we're gonna make a beach day, I guess, kind of out of the afternoon and explore. And obviously, since all we do is food reviews, we're gonna find some food for lunch, and then yeah, obviously dinner. So I never get to bring a beach bag to a beach because we don't live near one that's like nice. Or even that close, but I got this one when I was in Cape Cod with my family, and it has a bedazzled C on it, and now I finally get to break it out and use it for the beach, and it's not that often I get to do that, so I'm excited to bring my beach bag.
So we stopped at Santander Workplace Cafe, which we didn't know if we were allowed in because we thought it was a membership club for working and buying coffee, like you can come here. It's not, so you can just get coffees. We got double espressos, which turned into like double Americano pretty much because they only do one shot here. And now we're just gonna make our way to the bus after we missed two of them and got on the wrong one. Walking through Sintra now. We made it off the subway, and we're getting pretty hungry now, so we're gonna get some food. We learned our lesson. We're gonna get some food before we go on our activity instead of having to cut it short, so we don't, and then getting food later, you know. We just pulled up into Metamorphosis and we got our food. I got grilled codfish with potatoes and vegetables.
And I got a bunch of meat within toast slices and then an egg on top with a side of fries. Let's eat.
So we're supposed to come on a hike today, and Clarissa wears flip-flops and is out of breath on the third step.
Only because my meal was kind of filling.
Well, we knew we were gonna come do this after, so.
We did do a little review.
Okay, how did you think of Mimosa or whatever, Metamorphosis?
It's very salty, and you know, usually when they say it's covered in some sauce or there's sauce on it, that's fine, but it literally was like the sandwich was in a soup of sauce with more sauce on top of it, so just the entire thing was sauce with like a lump of what the food was. The fry portion was good and the fries were good, but I wouldn't eat there again.
I liked that it was a big fish. There was a lot of fish.
Good portion.
I don't know if they do that here, but I wish there was skin. They just skinned it for me and taken all the bones out, because sometimes I started eating bones and it getting stuck in my throat and stuff, so that seemed nonsensical. And so the fish was okay, the fish was good, but the whole plate, before they put any food on it, seemed like it was drenched in olive oil. It was literally swimming in olive oil. That was the joke. Swimming fish. Yeah, it was like, it was excessive. A little bit of olive oil for culture, whatever, but it was ridiculous. So yeah, I wouldn't eat there again either. To be honest, I didn't even realize this was that much of a hike today, the way it actually is. So I'm going for 30,000 steps today. We're gonna put it on footage, and I'll let you guys know how I do by the end of the day. In our 10 minutes on the walk, Clarissa put her highlighter on. Get in the sunlight. Come over here, come over here.
Yep, that's that, sir.
The guy who is in that tree right now, all the way up there.
You can't even see. And this is what he would fall on if something happened. These freaking rocks. Me right now. So we came into this little part of the Sintra walk that shows you the, what is this called?
This is the castle.
Or like a mock-up, what do you call it?
A model?
A model. of the castle that we're trying to see. So when you click the button, it tells you what it is, arm square, and it would light up. So Kieran's clicking arm square right now.
No, I'm clicking Al-Kazaba.
Just kidding, he's clicking that.
I don't even know where, oh, there's Old Stables.
And it's lighting up and it shows us where it is. That's a really cool feature. I've never seen that done before in a monument paying thing.
We had to buy tickets to get into this castle, the Mouros. And for a while there, I was kind of pissed because there was nobody actually checking the tickets. There was no ticket booth or anything. And I thought this was kind of a waste if they just, it's an honor system. Like, oh, thanks for buying a ticket. You're a nice person. But then eventually we got through and there was a ticket guy when you get closer to the lookout points.
Like halfway up.
So at least there's a reason to buy these, which is better. Because if you go to Pompeii, there's a ticket booth on the right-hand side and then the exit is like a couple hundred meters to the left around a corner. And everybody just comes out the exit freely. You could walk right in the exit. We almost walked in the exit by accident because that's we just thought how you got in. So you could easily just walk in there and without buying a ticket by accident. Holy man. I can see Missouri from here. When the night falls, our watch begins.
We are in the top of the little, well, not little, big castle. Freaking dying.
We just left the castle and I lied, so I'm not gonna get 30,000 steps today. I'm gonna put $5 Canadian in the lie jar, so whoever makes it to the end of the video will put a little code and then I'll pay them. I'll send like PayPal or something. Well, then we had no battery, so we packed this charging block and we had no electric cable, so we were lost without it. And we googled a camera store and apparently it doesn't exist. So we got an Uber in the mountain, which is ridiculous. It's all one-way streets. They let two cars go on, so we had cars kept having to reverse and let us go through. This motorcycle just swerved around and the cops tried to like chase him. Mess. We get here, the guy drops off. He's like, yeah, it's just right there. There's no camera shop here. So
but he kind of like vaguely pointed to. He's like, back there, I can't stop. It's very busy.
Yeah, and then we went up to these two construction worker looking guys and asked them if they knew where we could get an iPhone battery, iPhone cable. They pretty much were just guessing, saying random stuff. So they said just turn right and then turn left. So we just turned right and walked down the strip, and we literally right away walked past an iPhone tech shop, like a repair shop, and we just hoped for the best and walked in and asked them if they had an lightning cable, and they did, thank God, and it was only €8, so which actually was
not breaking the bank.
Miracle. And so now we can actually go to the beach if we still want to, and the day is saved. Even just getting home would have been a mission if we didn't have this cable.
We made it to the beach.
Guys.
That's what it's called. Yeah, volleyball. People chilling, eating ice cream.
Kind of sucks there's only one court though, because then if someone's using it, you literally can't play.
Very true. So we're going to do some beach time and then go eat dinner. You've literally matched the walls. Your blue shirt with this blue wall and your coral pants with that coral wall.
We're home from Cash and the restaurant Capricciosa. Yeah, I think it's Capricciosa. And we got a salad to share, we each got a pasta, and then we got a pizza to share. We made a couple alterations to the things we ordered when we realized that's difficult in other countries. So the salad we got with a different dressing, that was fine. We just put more vinaigrette on because we just ordered it, like that was fine. The pasta I got with no pesto, it came with pesto, whatever. The pasta was delicious, honestly, so as much as I didn't want the pesto, I'm fine with it, like it was really good. What did you think of your pasta?
I really liked it. I thought it was like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't normally get creamy sauce, but I was craving a cream sauce. The shrimp was decent. There's a decent amount in there. The mushrooms, yeah, everything. All the flavors complemented each other pretty well.
The salad was good too. There was a decent amount of chicken. It was exactly what I expected. It was a good salad. It wasn't anything wrong with it. And then our pizza.
So I ordered a sangria and they brought me white wine, but in their defense, a different server brought me the wine, and it was because the table previous to ours, they didn't close out properly, so they basically just saw their bill and our bill on our table.
But we'll get to that.
Yes.
So we ordered a pizza to share between the two of us, and we just swapped the meats on it to have ham instead of...
Prosciutto?
No. Instead of smoked ham, which is like the really fat one with the white all over it, and then we wanted just like the regular ham, just like how you would think of it, regular ham, but that's not how that is here.
Canadian and North Americans would think of it. I don't know where else in the world.
Yeah, most of the people watching this, I'm sure, are from North America. So it came 50 minutes later after she came to the table like 3 times.
50.
Yeah, 50 minutes. After she came to the table saying, oh, it's coming, or it's like, oh, it's on the way, stuff like that. And eventually I was just like, can we get the bill? Don't worry about the pizza. And she's like, oh no, it's coming. And then
But we didn't know what that meant because she never really said, oh, they're just putting the toppings on. It was like, oh, it's coming.
So then she brought us the pizza, eventually at that 15-minute mark with the bill. And
because we asked for it with the bill, because we were like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta catch a train.
Yeah, it was now 9:30 at this point, and we got there at 8 o'clock.
I think earlier. We didn't get seated maybe till 8, but we were there a little earlier, waiting for an outdoor seat. So.
And then she brought the pizza. It had the wrong toppings on it, and she brought the bill, and it was 140 euros. And I was like, "There's no way our bill is 140 euros. How much was that sangria?" So I looked at the bill, and there was a wine, a bottle of like a whole.
It was 20 euros just for the sangria. I was like, what?
No, it was 37 for a whole sangria tub that they bring and the table shares it. A pitcher, yeah. We didn't get that, so that was what Clarissa meant by the table didn't close out. It was our bill plus the table before ours bill put into one, and that's why it was so expensive. So.
Because there's like fettuccine on there.
When she came to the table, I was like, this is not the right pizza, and this bill is not our bill. So then the manager came to the table, and the manager was really nice. She was like very sorry, wanted us to come back, remade the pizza for us, eventually took the pizza off the bill, which you kind of expect. Then remade the pizza, we took it to go because we didn't want to wait, offered us drinks while we were waiting for it. All that kind of stuff. So she was really great at resolving the situation, but we got to the train station and they made the wrong pizza again. They left the same meat on it. So that was whatever. Like, we weren't going to go back at that point, but I was just stupid how we didn't check the second pizza before leaving the restaurant after they'd already messed up once. Like, when someone messes up your order and they give you the second one, you always check the second one to make sure it's like they didn't mess up again. So either way, overall, it was a good experience there based on the food, and the manager really did want to remedy the situation.
And the view was beautiful. I'm glad we did wait for a table outside.
Yeah, and she said, like, oh, if you want to come back, we'll take care of you. Like, we're so sorry, blah, blah. She offered Clarissa another sangria for free, all this kind of stuff. So, and the food was good, so I don't want to give the place a bad name. I did enjoy our time there other than the pizza fiasco. So, that was that. And then we have Sea Cave tour coming up in a couple days that they just emailed and canceled on us, which is pretty much the only reason we're going down to Lagos, which is the south. So we're trying to put a couple things in place to maybe go scuba diving and sea doing on 2 days while we're there instead of the cave tour. I don't know, I'm trying to work it all out right now because the waves are too strong there right now apparently. Yeah, that was frustrating. And we are up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, I think. So we'll probably catch up with you then, or at the airport, or maybe in Lagos. Guy? Say goodbye. Goodbye.